The holidays just wouldn't be the holidays without some pumpkin pie. But this has a little twist. It's kissed with smoke on the barbecue, and honestly, it's a game changer. You can make your own pie crust if you want, but I find the store-bought ones are pretty good, and I always make my own filling. So speaking of filling, let's get at it. First part is the spice mix. The spice mix is just as important as the pumpkin, so let's do it together. First off is some brown sugar. I love brown sugar. It's nice and sweet. Cinnamon. It's a classic flavor in pumpkin pie, and I load up on the cinnamon for this. Cloves are big, bold, and intense, so not too much clove, but don't be afraid to lean into it. Ginger powder. This stuff is pretty intense. It helps with nausea and brings back your appetite, so it's perfect if you're going over to my brother's house for dinner. I'm just kidding, dude. I love you. You're a great cook, Travi. I love you. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is super intense. It's robust. It's quite energetic. I don't put too much nutmeg in, but a touch of it in the pumpkin pie, it just belongs. Allspice is crazy. It's like a blend of cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg, and it almost has black pepper notes to it. So a couple shots of allspice for me are perfect in a spice blend. So this is the basic pumpkin pie spice blend that I like to use. So you can buy canned pumpkin that already has the spices in it, or you can buy naked pumpkin. I prefer the naked pumpkin because you can dress it up how you want to. So start with a lot of canned pumpkin. And since I'm gonna cook this on the barbecue and kiss it with a little smoke, I'm gonna add a lot of the spice mix. That's gonna help, okay, just a little bit more. And for the liquid and the sweet stuff, I love a little shot of maple syrup in my pumpkin pie. I love the sweetness, so don't be shy. And I'm gonna use eggs and evaporated milk, and that's gonna give that classic custard feel, so when you cut into the pie, it makes nice cuts. So just a shot of evaporated milk, and then rye whiskey. I think the pumpkin pie with a lot of spice, a bit of smoke, and rye whiskey is gonna be delicious. So just a little bit. And then to bind it all together and make it nice and silky smooth, a few whole eggs. And if you just throw one pinch of salt in there, it highlights all the natural flavor in the spices, and the balance of the sweet with a little salt is delicious in a pumpkin pie. All right, beat it up and get it nice and creamy. The best part about making your own pumpkin pie filling is it smells like gingerbread. All right, fill it up, not too high. You want a little bit of area at the top so it can puff up on the barbecue. Nice and creamy, no lumps. You might be asking yourself right now, dude, how are you gonna cook the pie? Well, believe it or not, I'm cooking it on the barbecue and I'm gonna give it a kiss of Cherrywood smoke. So here's how you build a smoke pouch. It's pretty simple. These are Cherrywood, and I like Cherrywood because it's a lighter smoke. I don't want something super aggressive on the pumpkin pie, so I find soaking some cherry wood chips is the perfect wood for it. Foil, chips, fold it over, make a nice present. Then on the top, you want to poke some holes so the smoke can get out and just kiss the pie. Now, you might not think a dessert can be cooked in the barbecue, but trust me, my friends, it's the holidays and anything can happen. So I'm gonna cook the pie indirect heating. That's super simple. One half of the barbecue is off, that's where the pie is gonna go. One half of the barbecue is on, that's where the smoked chip's gonna go. And then the barbecue works like an oven, and it slowly will cook the pie. The crust will get really nice and crisp, and then it'll just give it kisses of smoke. I love that smell. The best part of the holidays might be the gravy. Well, it's the turkey. But besides the turkey and the gravy, it's gotta be the pie. Yes! Pumpkin pie on the barbecue. The crust looks nice and flaky, and you can tell that it's done because it gets some wrinkles around the edge, and then if you can lightly touch it and your finger's clean, you know the pie's done. And it's great because it's been kissed with a little bit of smoke. Thank you, my friend. And it goes so well with the maple inside of there. Pumpkin pie on the barbecue. This is a good way to keep people out of the pie. Put a towel on it, and then all of a sudden it looks super important, and don't touch it. That's so good. Hey there. I just wanted to show you what it looked like in the middle. I couldn't help myself. I'm so sorry. But this pumpkin pie on the barbecue is great. Even a pie on the barbecue, you can get a nice crispy crust. And I'm all about the finishing. So I'm gonna play with the whiskey. This is optional. Just a little shot into some sweet cream. That's got some powdered sugar and vanilla into it. And I like to make the pie look pretty, so into a plastic bag and you can build a piping bag. Man, that's so good. And then to finish it, some cinnamon. That looks delicious, my friend. It might be missing a slice, but I had to taste it.